They are killers with a cult following.
They have become celebrities. I mean, both brothers have been married.
Erik and Lyle Menendez are serving life sentences without parole for the brutal 1989 murders of their parents. Using shotguns from a Big Five store in San Diego, they fired several rounds as Kitty and Jose Menendez sat in their Beverly Hills mansion watching TV.
Now that is extreme sexual molestation, extreme abuse, and Erik has managed to cope.
The brothers, just 18 and 21 at the time, argued self-defense, claiming their father sexually abused them and their mom didn't stop it.
And after that, Jose said to him, "If you ever cry out again, I will tie you to a chair and beat you till you die."
Now, decades later, TikTok, along with a new Netflix drama and documentary, are triggering calls for the men to be freed. And it seems the pressure is working. On March 20th, the brothers, now 54 and 57, have a resentencing hearing in LA.
You know, it's been an interesting kind of journey for the brothers, and a lot of it is because of the media attention.
San Diego defense attorney Randy Grossman.
Now here's the thing. Because both the brothers were under the age of 26 at the time that the crime occurred, 18 years old, 21 years old, they could be released immediately.
Former LA District Attorney George Gascon wants the brothers resentenced to life with parole.
Given the totality of the circumstances, I don't think that they deserve to be in prison until they die.
Gascon, who lost his re-election bid last November, argues the brothers have rehabilitated. From working with troubled youth to creating a mural project to brighten up the prison yard in San Diego, he says the men have grown. They've earned multiple degrees, founded support programs, and acknowledged their heinous crimes. While the Menendez brothers may have rehabilitated, their prison records aren't totally clean. These documents I obtained through a public records request show the brothers have each had 2 serious rule violations while here at Donovan. The state will not tell us what those specific violations are, but court documents give some insight. Documents filed by the LADA say Erik has broken prison rules 8 times. In recent years, he's been caught with a cell phone. He's also gotten into trouble for fighting, pretending to take medication, and disobeying an order. In 2006, he lost privileges after his female visitor had her hand on his groin area. A correctional guard who wrote up Erik said this behavior was performed in the presence of a minor. As for Lyle, he's been caught breaking prison rules 5 times over his 3 decades behind bars. Having a cell phone, possessing contraband, and refusing an order are what's gotten him written up. Gascon wrote in a court filing, quote, "It is important to note that Lyle Menendez has not been in a single fight in the 30 years he has been incarcerated. In 1997, he had to be moved from general population to the special needs yard because he wouldn't fight back when attacked." Attorney Grossman says the brothers' records behind bars could be their ticket to freedom. State law allows courts to reduce sentences regardless of how heinous the crimes were.
Primarily what the court looks at is what had they done since they've been sentenced. The court, it really isn't focusing on what the crime was and those different things that come into.
And what about the rule violations they've had? Things like having a cell phone, having excessive contact with a visitor. Does that play a role at all in resentencing?
Absolutely. The judge will consider those different things, especially, because there's been so much talk about being model prisoners. Now, over 35 years, some of these violations are really considered minor.
Grossman says ultimately the judge who oversees the brothers' resentencing hearing will have a huge amount of discretion.
Some judges that I've appeared before are very happy to see growth, that people have attended classes, that they've done all these different things. Other judges get really offended by violations. Like, well, why were they using a cell phone? Why was he having inappropriate contact with the female?
If the judge decides to resentence the infamous brothers, they could be referred to the parole board or released immediately. Austin Grabish, Team 10.